Alright, we are back. Should be working on in-game and the stream into the next Dota Elite League. Probably my last one of the night. Looks like we've got Mason drafting once again. Congrats to anyone getting the Mason item. Seems to be quite a fun player to watch unless they put him on a support. Seems to lose on that role. But who knows? Could just be that they've been playing EG stacks the last couple of games. They ban out the OD, the Batrider, the Visage, and the Razor. So they do take out the Razor. I guess they like to ban it as well. It's a pretty annoying hero. I don't know, it's interesting and pretty popular in NEL, so not a bad ban. Can win a lot of the 1v1 matchups and pretty deadly in tri-lanes as well. Hard to aggro into and pretty decent in the aggressive role. But Mason goes with the Abaddon, and Lycus, not wanting to give away an Abaddon-Weaver combination, will scoop up the Weaver here. Naga is left, so I don't know. I'd probably put my rares on that pick, but I don't know. There's some other ones as well. Looks like Wisp available. Don't really see it with Weaver too often, but looks like I keep my rares. Naga Siren goes out as the second pick from Lycus. Oh, NEL has videos that I could play, and oh yeah, I'm down. I'll work on that tomorrow for some in-between #production value up in here. As they've got the Abaddon. Who do they want next? Who goes with Abaddon? I don't know if it really matters. It's more of who can Abaddon purge on his team, and what stuns does the other team have? They have net right now, which I want to say a Photic Shield may not work on. But maybe don't quote me on that. They go with the Clockwork, so wouldn't have guessed that, but definitely a pretty top tier offlaner. The other notable picks for that role, I think right here, would have been the Darkseer, as well as the Nature's Prophet. Seems to be what they do. Maybe an LD. I don't think I've seen him in NEL once. His offlane status kind of fallen off since the Bear bounty went up to 300. And people kind of learned to shut it down. Of course, Bane can Nightmare it. Fell off the scene a bit, but of course we still see it a lot. Saw a lot of TI3. And of course, EGM's teammate Admiral Bulldog knows all about Lone Druid and how nature is not for the weak. As more bans come out here, the Rubik and the Jakiro. So some pretty good defensive supports. And Arteezy, his signature hero, gets banned out, but we don't have to worry about that because Arteezy got banned from NEL for 67 hours a couple games ago, so we won't be seeing him for a couple nights now. That was funny, actually. I feel kind of bad. He wasn't even flaming in all chat, just kept leaving the games. As now we've got Mason being targeted here in the bans. His Slark will be taken out, so Mason may be a little upset. His Weaver, also a good notable carry for Mason, taken out. Maybe we will see a Potom or something that could be aggressive, although last game he did take a free farming anti-mage, did very well. Team pretty much won the game without him though, but of course his damage was there at the end if they needed it. Alright, the Darkseer goes. It's picked up now. So they've got the Sleep, they've got the Darkseer. So now, I'd have to say Lycus maybe wanted to get his hands on that Elder Titan. Maybe even Elder Titan Medusa, throw Weaver to the mid lane, perhaps? Could do well against the Clock, actually, if Clock finds himself there. So throw Weaver to the mid lane, Darkseer off, pick up the Medusa ET, and I guess just support Elder Titan, or even throw Elder Titan mid, Weaver off, Darkseer in the jungle, and then a defensive, you know, Medusa, Naga Siren. They look the same. I will confuse them. That's kind of what I want to see, just because that's a new thing people are experimenting with, and it's definitely kind of a lot of fun. And I hope your sandwich is really good. I was thinking about banning food chat, but I don't know. I'm really hungry. Someone should make me some food. But Coddle there, Mason, the third pickup, goes with the Coddle.
10 seconds remaining.
It's kind of Ake's hero right now, so if EGM picks it up, we'll have to critique him extra hard. As now Lycus here on the fourth pick. What will it be? What's Demon's Hero's going to be? He obviously is still playing the mid right now, even in the NEL stacks. We see him occasionally on other things, like Batrider jungling last game. Visage a couple times as well, but so far tonight he's been in that mid lane Beastmaster, Windrunner, and then that Bat Rider for the last game. So we'll see what he wants to go for here. It won't be Bat Rider, that's for sure. Again, hoping for that ET. Who's the other one? ET and Medusa here. But we'll have to wait and see. If they pick ET, I think Medusa will be banned out immediately by Mason, and vice versa. If they pick Medusa, ET going to get dropped as well. Good thing I don't have an Instagram. I don't know if I'm gonna hop on that social media train. Like, pictures are cool and all, but not with gay little filters around them. That's my thought on Instagram. The Vengeful Spirit gets picked up here. Alright, so armor reduction, pretty much rolling around with Weaver, Naga, Venge. Likely to be the tri-lane as, oh god, Mason. You're letting me down. You're like my favorite new carry, besides you, Corey, if you're still watching. But Mason, definitely fun to watch on those aggressive heroes. So is Corey, so maybe they're tied. But the pickup Phantom Lancer and Coddle could be very boring, just depending on how they decide to run that. I don't know, early Diffusal Blade on PL and then some quick farm into Battle PL. It could be fun to watch, actually. We'll see what they do. But going to be hard to kill him as Abaddon is there. The Aphotic Shield might actually help pinpoint the Phantom Lancer, but of course you could actually play crazy mind games. You could Aphotic Shield up some illusions, they jump in, bust everything on it, and then like, oh, we wasted everything, and PL wasn't even there, he's top farming, and the rest of the team has slept, and now we are dead. So maybe that happens, who knows? Maybe I'm just a little too next level for Dota 2, but I think that could definitely be exploited, actually. Even with regular illusions from Mantas or from Illusion Runes, I think that's a interesting strategy, a way to use Abaddon to maybe bait some stuff. But either way, we've got Puck banned out as well as the Quap, so they target the mids, and I was right, one of two here for Lycus' picks. He does go with the Elder Titan right now, so they've got that lineup, and of course the armor reduction from Elder Titan. Switch out Darkseer for Dazzle, probably not a great idea, but then you've got a completely armor reducing lineup, and or Shadow Fiend, a couple more left in there, or Visage, he gets a medallion, pretty much counts. Slardar as well. Old Bounty Hunter with the track armor reduction, that shit was so broken. In 1437, they draft the Storm Spirit for him as the last pick, and we'll get into the game here pretty soon. No? Everyone is DCing. Alright, we'll figure out what that's about. And we're back. Should be on in-game as well, so it was remade all pick. Ooh, I hope that keeps the items enabled, otherwise that's going to kind of suck, huh? But they're picking up the heroes now. I guess that overlay is not really needed, so we'll just go on to that one as we see them scooping up the heroes here to get into this game. Yeah, sandwiches overloaded the servers for sure. No Fmbpdota Pudge. We got to see it last night. That was the game Corey was casting with me, so I think that was game 4 from whatever day before today is. I don't know what yesterday was. Oh, my phone's dead too, so I literally have no idea. I think yesterday was the 29th though. So game 4 from the 29th was the Fmbpdota Pudge. Played it really well. Corey and I cast it. It was definitely pretty fun here. Did they switch? Hello? In-game mic? In-game mic. Okay. Seems to be working. If it's not, again, let me know quickly on the stream if the in-game mic is not on. But we get into the game. Items do work in all picks, so don't fear. items are here as Mason plays himself a PL this game. Not quite a Mason hero, but we'll see what he can get done with it, as EGM is going to be playing that Abaddon right now. I think a hero they didn't really play a whole lot in the International. Was he available? Is it sad that I don't remember? I think they added him after. Wow. I'm not actually sure. 1437 takes the Storm Spirit into the mid lane. As Coddle going to be played up here by Jaw. So I was right. Definitely Ake's support, obviously. EGM going to go for the Abaddon as a KZZ on the Clockwork. So he's definitely wowed me on his Clockwork here. Looking for a win. He's on a -6 streak right now. So definitely... Okay, so Abaddon was after. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Wow, that TI3 would have been pretty crazy with that one. But KZZ... He's definitely wowed me before on the Clockwork, so looking for big things to come from him. But over to the Radiant, we've got Fmbpdota here playing the Vengeful Spirit, kind of the hero I expected him to be on. We've got Fear on the Weaver, going to be in that tri-lane, along with Demon on the Naga Siren. So playing a different role, as Lycus looks to be going into the jungle. This is like the Night of the Abandoned Off Lanes, which sounds like a movie from the 50s. And Universe going to be taking Elder Titan into the mid lane right now. As they're not abandoning the offlane for the Radiant, though. KZZ will be there, but Darkseer so far definitely abandoning the offlanes all day today. Batriders as well at the moment. We'll see how well Lycus can do. We'll see if he decides to go minus. Lots of regen and a stout shield here heading into the jungle, so pretty standard. See if he just rushes Soul Ring into a mech, or if he tries to pick up a bottle and help some rune control. But the blocks come out. Universe probably wins there. And this mid lane, Trout really fast right now, throwing out the Astral. Lots of harass. Doesn't want to run through the Remnant though, so they do some harass at a bit of mana cost there for Universe. But he's pretty much almost got his bottle, getting the quick 2-1 last hits, almost another deny there. And yeah, doing really well. Wow, he's back. Universe. I thought he maybe would throw another one, another Astral that is. But we'll see. This lane shouldn't go too bad. 1437 upset. This is literally... yeah, I think they're just trying to pretty much get the mids to rage quit. I mean, they've been going pretty hard on the mids right now. We saw RTZ go like 0-3 2 games in a row. We saw KZZ last game go like 0-7, and now already onto 1437 harassing him down pretty early on, with Trout just being a nuisance, and he wasn't even in the last game, so it's just like he knows. Did pick up the haste rune and wanted to do something with it. However, he's wasted all of his mana on the magic missiles, so now he's kind of short on that, and KZZ may be able to get away with a lot, as they pretty much just have the net. And Weaver, I guess, can come fight if he wants. As Universe has the bottle, 1437. Not quite out to his yet. Did start with a Null Talisman and got pulled up some regen. And then in the top lane, we've got Mason farming a PL here. Free farming could be risky. I expect them to probably maybe around the 15-minute mark, as everyone is level 6, has up their levels, mechanism up. Maybe just kind of 5-man and try to run down the PL. At the 15 he can get some items, but he's definitely able to be dealt with at that minute mark with whatever items he can get with free farm. So probably the window for the Radiant team to group up 15 to 20 minutes, I'd say. Has KZZ on the Clockwork. Pretty good hero against Weaver. If you get that hook in the early game and then into a cogs, you basically force out the time lapse, and then if he hasn't really moved too much in the last 4 seconds, you can usually catch him again with supports around with another stun, as long as you don't stack too much onto the cogs. Although that being said, if you stack all the stuns and the damage off the hook, you probably will just kill him. So Clockwork, not a bad hero versus Weaver. In the laning phase, however, he's gonna lose. We see him at 3-1 here, although it is an offlane clock. Weaver up to 15-4. Clockwork, a hero that really needs to get close, do damage with his battery assault. It does a lot. And Weaver not going to allow that. Not going to Saguchi through him either, because he could get hit by the cogs and lose that mana, that health, and Gemini attack. Pretty much going to obliterate Clockwork here, as he's got 2 armor, make it -5 as the Howl, or -3 actually, as the Howl and the Riptide go out. And let's not forget the Scarabs. No Swarm yet, but it's definitely coming. Do you guys remember when Weaver could plant those little like bugs in the ground and run around and scout with them? That was so weird.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Back from Dota 1 days, of course. I don't think that was ever in Dota 2. I don't know. Definitely not. But still 0-0 right now as we approach the 3.5 minutes. Looks like we've got... oh, was it? Oh, I'm way off then. Whatever, he's a bug still. Looks like it was a Nerubian assassin, which is still Nyx. I wasn't very good at Dota 1, so I remember what I can, I guess. Oh yeah, and Nerubian assassin is Nyx. Which I hated that name at first, but I've come to love it. I think it's probably the best thing that could have ever named that hero. Still no first blood. Clockwork, though, getting a lot out of this lane. He's level 3 at 4 minutes in right now. 1437 will get a regen rune, and he'll be able to hold it until he gets to 6. So he could hold on to that and potentially make a big play. That was a big rune for 1437 to pick up here at the 4-minute mark. As now going to be contested. 2 points in Ion Shell. And unlike last game, PL not able to stand up quite as well. As Universe in the mid lane could be in trouble. Overload damage gonna go down here. Maybe not level 6 yet. If he can get off the... Oh no, too fast there. The Astral gives you that move speed, although I think that maybe ran out. 1437 though just needs to hit 6, pop this regen, and can do work. KZZ caught up here. Cogs maybe will be caught. Demon not going to run out because he doesn't want to get pushed by them, because just running out of them you think you can, but you still will be pushed, and he would have lost that vital mana. As they continue to get levels, both of these supports at 3, actually I take it back, Demon up at 4, Trelf at 3, EGM here up at level 3 as well, and we'll see Ja at level 3. So all the supports are doing well. Big stack here by Ja, looking to clean up, get a lot of levels, farm into a pretty fast mech now. As Universe could be in trouble in the mid lane. Looks like the regen was used. He's 6 now, but wasn't able to put it to use and do any crazy plays like that. So maybe a little unfortunate. Alright, they're trying to zone Lycus. Wow, that Aphotic Shield does a lot of damage. And that twirling of that item is kind of ridiculous, actually. I think that's the Immortal one, right? No, just the Mistblade. Oh my god. We're looking at items here, because that's what matters, right? As Loke, you pick up an item. I know you're in the stream. I missed the kill for it, but it's going to be on Universe, who, whether in death or in double kills, likes to hand out the items. He goes down on the Elder Titan, and looks like 1437 was able to win that mid lane after all, even with Trelf being annoying early on. KZZ, meanwhile, gonna be able to run out of that. Has yet to go down here, being very aggressive, maybe due to Trelf wasting his mana a lot earlier on that mid, but I guess he's regained that back. The Aphotic Shield actually kind of helping. Well, of course it's helping. Mason stand up to these creep waves and continue to farm. He's up to level 7 now. If we go over to the last hits, he's leading at 42. Just behind him here is Fears and Aquila now as well. So doing work. I want to check that. Yeah, in game, I want to say Aquila's aura increases. I always thought it did, but the tooltips, they say they're exactly the same. So I don't know if that's a error. I feel like someone would have found that ages ago. But who knows? Just bonus stats. I don't know. I really don't think it's worth it at all for that item. Alright, see where we're at though. Mid lane, Universe versus 1437. We see Universe drop, giving up that first blood. He's at 34 and 6 right now, so the CS though pretty even with the Storm Spirit. So you can see how strong of a mid Outer Titan actually is. He's tanky, he's pretty hard to gank. Of course, Storm probably going to be the one to get the kill in that lane, and he does, but Outer Titan can definitely get some CS and get some items out there. He's got boots now, bringing out a bracer, as well as a bottle and a magic wand. So sitting pretty nicely, as looks like 1437 gonna... Oh, Naked Greevil, those things are terrible. 1437 clean up some of that ancient sack, I think, or some of the XP. Maybe Jaw just passed him a salve as he heads back to base. Jaw does clean up the stack. Someone did. It's gone. And he's level 4.5 right now, so doing very well. Mason up to 8. We've got EGM at 4 doing the pulls back here as well. And bot lane looks like the dive comes Fear. They throw out the net. Can he get away? The cogs last just a little bit longer, even with 1 point. And that was a big buff to Clockwork, lasting 5 seconds there at level 1. and the fact that they drain health now. That was a little while ago, but definitely helped him out. Brought him back into the metagame. As Fear now up to 1900 at 8 minutes. I wouldn't be too surprised if he tries to go for a Midas or even a Radiance against the PL. That might not be a terrible idea. Get those illusions down early. We'll see. That could be pretty risky because you're going to be lacking in the right clicks, and you are the one right clicking carry pretty much the one right clicking carry in the game right now. So wouldn't recommend it. Outer Titan, though, gets an invis, now looking for Storm, maybe suspecting him to be in the jungle, pulling ahead because of these antics, the stacks clearing him up here, really making the most of the mid lane, not really forced to rotate at all as the lanes are abandoned and quiet, but Universe, one more attack, not able to get it, maybe could have got a little closer in there before throwing it off, could have got the attack in. I don't want to say a misplay because he definitely was trying pretty hard there, actually I think stole the last hits there. But meanwhile, KZZ in the bot lane, Tralf here on the backside. It looks like Abaddon was down here, or maybe threw a TP, threw an aphotic on him in base as we see him running back now. And KZZ will be able to get out of there, so nighttime Tralf loops around. They can't really find him again, and he runs back through the jungle. Yeah, he's definitely going Radiance. I just think, I don't know. I mean, he's going to get it really early at this rate, because I don't think there's any ganks coming anytime soon. So maybe he can still get into some of those big right-click items, tank up Deso, Lincolns, or something. But we'll see. I mean, the Radiance definitely makes sense against the PL, and you could keep up with his flash farm as well. As PL trying to go Radiance, has a Midas. Low to fashion here is Mason picking up that Midas pretty early on. Seems to be the player I noticed doing that the most. Definitely playing PL the most at that one Dota tournament. As the bot tower getting pushed here, taking a lot of damage to the Illuminates from Jaw doing work. Storm Spirit, though, got to keep an eye on this guy, picking up the second kill of the game on Universe again, as EGM chasing with the shield. Maybe could have kept going. No, the tower damage doing a lot right now. They're both very low. Only 3 armor and 7 actually on 1437, but that's just because of the levels. And, of course, that Wave of Terror. Howl of Terror is there. Sleep goes out by Demon to pick up the Haster in here. It's got enough mana for the Riptide. 1437, maybe he can get up to the cliff with the Ball Lightning. Can he get over it? Probably not. Will Ball Lightning up anyways. Now he's sort of stuck up here. The Howl goes out. Riptide to follow as well. They just need to attack. Tralf, not the longest range hero. Jaw follows up with an Illuminate to scare off Demon. The mana given to Ball Lightning out. Wow, that combination there. Chakra Magic, pretty good spell. As Fear in the bot lane lets us all down for some reason. He saves up to almost 3,000 gold and then buys Tranquils. Although he still could be going for it. A lot of money saved up at 2k. However, Lincoln's would be pretty quick as well, and it would have a nice impact. Sort of thwart that Storm Spirit bomb. I guess you're still going to get hooked though, so the Clockwork's still going to come to you. So who knows what he's going now. Still looks to be a Radiance. I kind of hope it is now, as KZZ is level 6. Not a very fast level 6, but did alright. Probably wants 7 to get 4 points in Battery Assault right before you really start to roam around. And who's he even going to try to shut down? I guess Universe, but Universe is coming to him here. The Astral goes out. It will actually miss, and they're just going to push the tower here. Weaver gets it. I see Easy MRCZ, Easy Mr. CZ leaving here. So good night to you. Probably already left. But this definitely is going to be the last one. So thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll bring it again tomorrow night, as well as some Sivo perhaps. We'll see. Make sure to check that out too. So far, I'll be honest, the placement matches a bit boring, not super high skill Dota or anything, but as a caster, it's my job to make it exciting, and I always try my best. But NEL definitely a lot more fun so far. Sivo Season 3 main should be a lot of fun though. Some really good teams in there. There may be an in-game ticket for it, so make sure to check that out. Hopefully it comes bundled with some stuff as well, so we can basically, people will buy it for the bundles and then watch it. So get Sivo some exposure, get myself some exposure as well. And help out NA Dota as a whole. Should be a lot of fun. And right now we're in this game. PL Coddle gets picked, and we've had 2 kills in 13 minutes. Which is definitely pretty boring by NEL standards right now. But Edda Titan's in the game, so it makes me a little more happy. He looks like he's going phase drums, bottled up in Invis right now. And checking out his skill build, I expect 4 points in Astral as well as Natural Order, and then picking up Earth Splitter at level 9 seems pretty much the way to go, as the mid tower getting pushed down by the 2 supports. Naga now level 7, Hook gonna hit a creep and not be able to cog afterwards. Tralf and Demon book it out of that, and let's see who gets the tower. Weaver, and then oh, it doesn't go down. Okay, I was like, what? I don't know why. What am I thinking? It's late. But Weaver, speaking of him, working on another and still definitely going for that Radiance. Just looking for some lane sustain with the Tranquils as the supports leave him. And of course that extra move speed here to get away with Saguchi. 1437, level 11 though. Ball Lightning now going to do a lot of damage as well as provide a lot of mobility. The mana pool for Storm getting pretty big right now with the Oblivion Staff and the Empowered Treads. But Weaver here, Relic and a couple, about 100 gold now, 200 gold. Gonna have that Relic up and then another 1,000. So looking at a definitely pre-20 minutes Radiance as Jaw trying to throw out the Illuminates. Weaver will dodge, and now maybe a bit of a push coming here for the Dire. EGM in 1437 looking to get aggressive. KZZ right behind him. It's daytime, so it's very obvious that they're in here. 1437. That's a hard name to say constantly. We'll stop. Pits out there for some farm, and looks like they're maybe trying to loop around behind the Naga. No reveal on EGM, and 1437 none as well. So that's a tall order. Let's check out Jaw. Doesn't have any either, so Fear right now is pretty much invincible despite only having Relic and Tranquil Boots with an Aquila.
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
Yeah. Alright, so, but they come out from the jungle over. They do find Fear eventually anyways. And he's going to try to get the tower. Abaddon appears behind him, but once again, no gem, sentries, or reveal. Looks like Lycus maybe get caught out here by KZZ. He's got 4 hot on his tail, although it looks like 1437 being bothered there in the mid lane as KZZ has the hookup. Maybe wants to chase. There's a lot of people for the Radiant up here chasing, though Mason back in it to the woods. They're going to bring him down, actually. They chase him way up there. That's the 2 supports in the mid, roaming around the map, making a lot of space as KZZ looks to be going down here. And then Universe with a double kill. What do you know? Gives an item out for dying to First Blood. And then, of course, gets a double kill. Fear, though, will take out Abaddon. So EGM can only stay alive for so long. Although he is level 6. Does go down to Fear there and make it 3-2 now after that Universe double kill. And Fear getting a kill as well. So EG. Will they win TI4? Road to TI4. 1437 could be in trouble here. Lots of damage. The Howl was almost enough. The Bug may be enough. The Urn Charge comes out as well. He's getting low fast. He's dead. And Demon is going to pick it up there with the Urn Charge. Jaw, meanwhile, lots of wards, lots of sentries as well. I thought he would be the mech carrier. No one is actually close at all for this team at 16 minutes right now. So he's definitely supporting pretty hard right now. If we check out Lycus, meanwhile, he's got the mech Soul Ring Arcane Boots already going at 16 minutes. Fmbpdota, meanwhile, sentry, just some boots. 1 Universe right now, also going for a Radiance at 3,500 gold. Not really sure what that's about. We'll see what his next big item is going to be, as he's got a ton of gold. Can't speak. Gem up onto Demon right now, so buying it to really deward, push their advantage right now. Not going to be caught out by anything. Not going to let PL get any kills in the ensuing team fights to come. And the Radiance is done at 17 minutes for Fear. Just needs the Courier, and we'll just go ahead and see what Universe is trying to go for. I wouldn't be against a Battle Fury. Astral Spirit, Battle Fury, Mask of Madness. Universe taking down PLs.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. That seems a little gimmicky, but maybe it could work. Yeah, the Shivas, people pointing out, would probably be a legitimate choice there. Very early on to help shut down the PL.
I'm over here.
Orchid, though, almost online here for 1437, so looking to get that item rolling up here pretty soon. And with that, they will, of course, be able to pick off Fear pretty easily, although he's got a Radiance. Still very squishy, 834 health, but time lapse, level 2, only 75 mana. And KZZ grabs that. 1437 way far away. Maybe would have wanted it. Of course, it's an amazing rune to have, and he actually will just bottle crow. Even bottle crowing this late in the game. Just really being efficient. Always wants to have the bottle charges. So see how much they prioritize the courier to the mid lane, as EGM will get caught out here. Sort of. Not really caught out as much as ambushed while farming peacefully in his own jungle. Universe with the haste. Let's see what they can get done. Hook on to Trouf. Looks like Trouf will be going down. Jaw just going to miss that Illuminate. Trouf, though, looking to still die here to the... the Earth Splitter onto the Naga Sleep. It's going to get EGM, maybe. It will not quite. But Riptide here in another 7 seconds. Earn out onto EGM as well. They want to chase. The Universe is going to pick him up. KZZ now could be in trouble. The Rocket looks like it will pick off Trouf. He dodges it. Demon dodges the Illuminate with the mirror image. Wow. And it looks like Darkseer drops the wall. Will go down, but Universe will clean up. Takes out Clockwork, and Mason able to TP out of there. That might have been play of the night, actually. That was really good. Alright, so after that, I was trying to adjust my chair. I don't know. Been sitting for too long today. Demon, though, the gem paying off, I guess. PL doesn't really get a whole lot done that fight. Picks up an assist. He has got one death from earlier when the supports kind of dived him up there. Probably had the gem for that as well. But I wasn't really quite sure. There was 3 kills in 14 minutes, and I just about missed all 3 of them. But now we're better. We're on track. As EGM borrow time going to get popped off in the top lane. Fear with that Radiance. 1437 looking to bring him down. Doesn't have the Orchid yet. The time lapse out. He wants to turn around. He's got the Radiance. He knows borrow time has been procced. Runs into the cogs. A bit of a misplay there. Trying to get out. And now the hook will land as the Illuminate is... Oh my gosh. It gets 1437 anyways. Oh, but the Static Remnant gets it, so it's a kill for a kill. It trades better for a Weaver, absolutely. Sure, he loses some gold, he dies, but he gets the XP from the Storm Spirit kill, and they invested 4 heroes to kill him. Almost didn't get him, lost one of their own. That trade goes very nicely for the Radiant. If we check out the graph, we see they are quite far ahead. 7,500 gold, XP at about 2,500. So doing very well, and I called it. Oh my god, I'm happy. The Battle Fury is up on Universe right now. They want the Cleave and the Radiance to deal with the illusions. And in case you've been living under a rock or not watching my casts, yeah, Astral Spirit onto heroes gives a ton of bonus damage. Creep as well. So good Astrals lead it to Universe, hitting for 300 damage, 400 damage in the late game without any items. So pick up a Battle Fury as well. He does lack attack speed. I have yet to see anyone get a Mask of Madness on him, but I think Battle Fury BKB Mask of Madness could be legit. He definitely can sort of be a right-clicking carry, as we will get to see him played as that here, and can even farm the jungle relatively quickly with the Battle Fury and of course the Astral as well to clear camps and of course get the move speed and damage buff. So Elder Titan, a hero that is definitely being experimented with a lot in the pro scene right now and the metagame. I believe he stayed in the Dota 1 metagame for a long time, actually. I think very popular in China, I believe, but not positive. Like I said, I was a noob at Dota 1. Fear, though, will pick up a kill here. Maybe another looking for more Radiance online. The burn about the trigger on EGM's borrowed time here. It goes off now, and he will just TP out as a result of that. Trouf, though, no, that's Lycus, actually. I thought it was Venge. Venge there, too. Trouf cleans it up with the magic missile, but Lycus there to cancel the TP with the vacuum, and they pick him up. EGM maybe could have TP'd a second earlier and got out, but thought about it for a second. KZZ now going to be caught out. The Battle Fury going to work right now. It just hits one hero, and now look at him. 132 plus 88. That's about 210 damage off the Battle Fury. Check out PL. He doesn't even hit for that much. Check out Weaver. Okay, Weaver hits for about that much, but you can see Elder Titan, right click, legit. Fortify will be popped out here, but I don't believe the Dire are going to come to defend at all. And they lose the tower, they lose the Fortify, and now the Radiant may just rotate over right to the mid lane, although Demon going to be the subject of the Orchid here as it's finished up and looking to go down. That's the gem, it's a big pick off. The sleep, no, the damages were not there. Demon able to get out. 1437, overestimates a little bit, can't get it done, and Demon holds on to the gem. Would have been humongous. Wow, I didn't even know what to say after that. Trout, though, maybe caught out. Mason, for some reason, on the offensive. The stun goes out. The illusion still doing some work, but let's see. Diffusal is up. Doesn't want to waste the charge on it. Will just go ahead and be recalled here. And go right back over to Jaw there. Start farming up that mid lane. Group up with his team. Doesn't want to get ganked again. I believe he's still sitting on just 1 death. We got EGM at 3 deaths. Oh my god, I'm calling it! The Mask of Madness now picked up here on Universe as well. Is the BKB next? Is it really necessary this game? Not really, actually. So maybe not a BKB, but he's pretty tanky. BKB is nice. He can run in with that move speed and do work. Right now, he's got the damage. Weaver goes down. I wasn't watching because I'm too excited, but he's being crazy, basically, with that Radiance, going straight into Heart after that. So sort of like a Spectre build after getting a Radiance. Just going to really tank up to make up for the lack of his tankiness, going Radiance first. Makes sense. Won't right-click for a lot, but it looks like they're going to rely on the Elder Titan for that, as he's got the Mask of Madness, and I'm happy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record.
Alright, we've got Mason here, still free farming up. Looks like the courier did get taken down. That explains it. That's what he was doing here, and if I actually find that little courier, if I find the Dire's courier, god damn it, I'm missing so many kills. Naga goes down in the bot lane. Looks like Jaw cleans it up. 1437 and his Orchid, probably the main offender there against the Naga Siren. Demon will go down. Does that mean the gem is on the deck? Let's see who scooped it up here. It will be Jaw. So Jaw holding on to the gem, but probably going to be off cooldown, actually. What up, Darkside? Jason. I should start calling you Jason, probably. Yeah, famous, apparently. I'm wearing your shirt as well that you bought me. So maybe that's it. Just bringing the luck here. Saw Beastmaster earlier in play on Demon as well, which was pretty fun. And now KZZ and EGM will be forced back. Lycus going for that Sheepstick next off that Ultimate Orb more than likely. And Universe going for the Battle Fury Mask of Madness build, which I called. We'll see if he decides to finish drums, actually. Still a pretty good item at this point in the game. Helps the team out a lot. Extra move speed, some more mana. Elder Titan does like to spam some spells, but no drums for his team at all, actually. I thought I told you I got it. Maybe missed that Steam message. Oh well. It was also a little too big since you were in a parking garage when you asked for the size, and you didn't get my message, but I shrunk it, and now it fits perfectly, so it worked out in the end. Though Fear going one-on-one versus Mason at the moment. Mason getting pretty low. I'm surprised Fear doesn't really try to chase. Here comes the Orchid, though. They might be able to get him off of this. Spirit Lance to follow. Job might clean up. Indeed, he will. Going to get it with the Illuminate, and now Mason already back in fighting shape.
Dire's middle tower is
Royal Hall parking is no joke, obviously. Apparently. I didn't get to go, so I wouldn't know. But here I am on my hashtag road to TI4 as a caster. Starting in the Dota Elite League, as well as SIVO. We'll see what I move on to next. Whether it be Man Up 3.0 or Eat, Sleep, Play, who knows? Things could be in the works, but it's 9-8 in this game. Possible big comeback here for the Radiance, for the Dire, actually. Possible throw for the Radiant. How many EG players do they have? Alright, 3 basically. So indeed, it could be an EG throw, but it is only 9-8, and the PL, of course, he's a strong hero that's kind of went unchecked. Only 1 death on him right now, but with a 10,000 advantage, according to Valve, it's a big comeback. XP, not so much. It's back to even right now, though. It's 1437, doing work. Gets swapped back. Although, oh man, nice place here. It's got the ball lighting the net. Kind of useless, actually, right now. It doesn't look like a Photic Shield purges it. I think they're going to turn this around, though. 1437 hits for a lot. Just needs that overload to go up the cliff. KZZ, wow, long-range hook there through the trees. Is going to catch him. Demon throws out the sleep now. And it looks like Universe, I think, went down to start that fight off. Yeah, indeed he did. Got picked off quickly there. And now make it 10-9 as the gold graph is continuing to dip back down. XP now in favor of the Dire for the first time since around the 8 to 12 minute mark, where they had a bit of an advantage.
I take no pleasure in informing you that Dire's courier has been...
Dire's courier goes down again. Look at this guy.
Strange to say,
going to work right now. I used to be able to find it off of my bind, but not anymore.
Oh, look. Radiant's bottom tower has
Although I'm pretty sure if we actually look in the jungle, we can see it. EGM, though, borrow time will go off from Lycus's Ion Shell. Haven't seen too many walls this game, a couple early, but to really no avail. As Fear now gets involved into the fray. Borrow time already gone. EGM is a goner. Fear will pick it up with the Radiance Burn, it looks like. 1437 maybe wants to fight. Do they want to go 4v5 without the Abaddon, though? Fear getting bursted down pretty quickly. The mech from Lycus, the Illuminate to follow up. He will go down after vacuuming everyone up into the cogs. Fear will time-lapse out of that. Continue to do damage on the backlines. Gets Mana Leak, though, and he's actually going to go down. The gem is there on Jaw. They take him. Mason picks up a double kill, but not before dying. Storm Spirit, I still believe, going to work, trying to escape as the Illusions, the triple kill, clean up here in the bottom lane. I hear another hook by KZZ. Where is he? He's got it. He's over on the Naga. It's an ultra kill right now for Mason. That's exactly what they didn't need to happen. He's got a Yasha, a Diffusal Blade, a Heart, as well as a Hand of Midas, and another 3,600 gold. Could have a good Radiance of his own if he wants it this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected
There's the courier.
to extreme violence.
No, that was a ward. Damn it. Where's the courier at? Either way, pushing down here into the mid lane, looking to get the tier 2. Mason, though, not on an aggressive carry this game, but able to get an ultra kill regardless here on the PL at only 29 minutes, but pretty much right into his stride now. He's tanky with the Heart. There's really not a lot of right click to bring him down. Coming back is the fun part. What I think Universe means to say is throwing is the fun part. I kind of want to trash talk, but I really can't. They will ban me probably. They also just ignore me completely, so they probably wouldn't even see it. As KZZ lining up some nice hooks this game, making the team fights a little hard to follow, as PL there spends that 4k gold, half of it there on a Boots of Travel, so looking to get that split push out. Continue to push the tower, speaking of which, the top tier 2 remains, so does the mid, but half health, bot tier 2 at half health as well, and a lot of towers lost. As, let's not forget, EG here was pretty far ahead. And only the mid tier 2 remaining at the moment. The gold just about even now. XP 10,000 advantage for the Dire at the moment. So I guess if that turns around, could be a big comeback the other way. So we'll see. Probably unlikely. PL definitely the best late game carry in this game right now. Fear trying to do as much as he can. Does he have a... I want to check the courier. Yeah, Heart is actually done. I was wondering where his items were. And bot lane, though, tower goes down. 1437 with the last hit. Dire's courier to respawn. KZZ with the hook right after the fall of Lycus. No wall use here. Demon goes down as well. Can't get off to sleep. He knew the TPs were coming, but of course, Battery Assault, it's a damn annoying spell. As the sleep, the echo slam onto the perfectly placed, nice, gets it on 3. We'll clean up Abaddon pretty much immediately. Mason almost drops as well. He's up to a Manta. Actually, it's going to finish it up there. Double kill right now for Universe. As I called his build, looks like he's going to go for a Hyperstone next. So maybe an MJ. Probably just an AC, though, to withstand the all the right clicks from PL. Although MJ would help deal with the illusions a little bit. But yeah, expect the AC. Need more attack speed. So he's definitely going Mask of Madness as he's got into the Hyperstone. And just to brag a little bit more in case Darkside's still watching, I absolutely called this build from the start, by the way, on Elder Titan. He bought a Bloodstone. That's going to be 1437. Orchid into a Bloodstone right now. Jaws picked up the mech as well as the gem. Actually playing really well this game. 4-step off on clock. Pretty good. Definitely good for escaping, pretty good for chasing as well, as 4-staffs generally do that. They function at both ends of the spectrum. Lycan, I wish. Lycus here with the mechanism, Universe, we checked out his item, Ghost Scepter there. Trouf right now, got some wards up and some smokes, as well as the Medallion of Courage to go with that armor reduction theme. And Universe is going to try to continue farming up here. If we look at the net worth, we can see why the graph's turning around. We've got PL at 20,200, 300 gold. See how fast it's growing there. Fear second here at 14.1k. We've got 1437 on the Storm at 14,000. But he goes in right here. Orchid right onto Universe, trying to burst him down yet again. I think the BKB probably was an order. The magic damage from Storm pretty high, and when he gets silenced up, he's kind of useless. Wall here from Lycus. It's not beautifully placed, but it might be good enough here. But 2 are down. Universe as well as Trelf drop. They're on the deck right now. The wall. Lycus goes down as well. Demon to follow soon. The Ghost Scepter buying some time, but will drop. How is he alive? I don't even understand. Double kill there. 4, 14, 37. 4 on the ground right now. Only Fear able to live. As almost a team wipe there. 4 for NEL. And they even pick up a regen rune for Storm if he wants it. So it could be battle ready off of that. Although he doesn't have the bottle, so... yeah, gonna have to sit back on that. Actually, if he was completely empty mana, would he even be able to regen full? As regen, I believe it only does 2,000 mana, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I know, Theory, I'm the same. Where are my freaking items? I haven't got any either. The stream works, though. We had a lot of stream viewers pick them up earlier. Which was a lot of fun for everybody, especially the ones getting the items.
Must be very pleased with themselves, or himself, singular antecedent, singular pronoun.
Alright, Fear going back to farming, and Mason just working on the push here. Wow, going for the snowball items here. 1437 picks up the Dagon, rank 2 right now, Bloodstone 12 charges, and an Orchid, so just basically looking to burst out. Definitely Universe can't hear me, but should have went with my suggestion and got a BKB maybe before or after that Mask of Madness, because he's getting focused down in the fights. He can't do anything. Pretty much the Vortex Orchid, the Vortex and the Orchid is enough to get him down to about 10%, 20% HP as they go in on Lycus now. Not even going to opt to use it. Nice swap out there, but the hook lands on the backside right onto Lycus after the swap. I hear Elder Titan. Where's it at? It's going to get everyone with the vacuum as well. They take out Clockwork. But Lycus goes down. 1437 now unstoppable. The sleep goes out from Demon. Fear standing by. What else do they have to line up onto this? Nothing really. Oh, the Echo Slam, or Echo Stomp, I guess. Jaw will go down. Gem is on the ground. They can get it back here if they want. As EGM comes into the fight with 1437, they will get a kill. EG, though, Fear with a double kill right now. Fmbpdota will drop as well. They turn the fight around despite looking to go the other way for a second. The Radiant with a decent trade, 3 for 2 right now. Obviously, they're get the shorter end of that as 3 deaths. Fear, though, picks up a triple kill to make it even right now, 3 and 3 as more items go out. So, and there was a buyback, I believe, actually on the Clockwork he bought back. So at the end of the day, the Radiant get a pretty nice trade there, but now there's a Dagon level 3 up on 1437 after going on another killing spree on that triple kill there. Looks like someone did the math. Thanks for that. So I was pretty close on the mana. It's 2010 mana just about. Some rounding there. But yeah. So he wouldn't have quite been able to get to full, but of course with his own Bloodstone regen and Orchid he would, obviously, but assuming you take it away. It's not an infinite source of regen, because it probably was at first actually, and then people realized that you could exploit it by continually casting and then having the regen fill up your mana, which is why it's so deadly on Storm, because early on in the game when you've got like 900 mana, you can pop the regen, you know, overload attack, ball lightning far, ball lightning far, ball lightning far, and just ball lightning back and forth so many times, do damage, get overload attacks in between if you can. And then, yeah, it's really devastating. If anyone wasn't aware of why it's such a good rune for him, that is why. As here, the Dire now going for the Roche. They are 7 kills ahead, make it 23-16. Dominating the top 2 net worth is Mason and 1437. It's all Radiant after that, but we can see their lead, 16,000 gold change in the last, what is that going to be? Maybe here, that's like 9 minutes, 14, 15 minutes. And XP never really got out of hand, but they got a 15,000 advantage in that as well. The Aegis goes up actually on to... Who's it going to be? Why can't I find it? Goes up onto 1437. I think that's the first rush of the game. So, of course, no cheese here. It's only 37 minutes. Maybe feels a little later just because of how big basically how big the PL is right now. Lots of items. Fear not doing so bad himself either. Now tanked up. Getting some more attack speed and damage out of that Maelstrom there. Clockwork looking to harass with the rockets, get the vision up the hill as well. No Ags 40-second cooldown is not too long on the hook shot as the AC gets finished up here onto Universe. So now maybe be a little tankier, but still a lot of magic damage. And looks like Demon got his original gem back as Sanj picked up here by EGM, looking to go Halberd. Jaw with the mech, as well as a Ghost Scepter. And yeah, we've got Travel, Manta, Diffusal 2, Heart, Butterfly, and Hand of Midas. So no MKBs on the map yet for either side. So Mason going to be very, very tanky with the Heart Butterfly build. But here goes the wall. Can the vacuum follow up? No. 1437 jumps in with just the Dagon. Doesn't even use the Orchid. Can use it off of this. Has the Aegis. Hook in though by KZZ. Will be slept afterwards, but it's nice anyways. Definitely saves his team the full brunt of the damage there, as 1437 will go down. He's going to spawn in the middle of everybody. Another vacuum by Lycus. It looks like he maybe bought back into this. Indeed he did. 1437 though, zip zapping around, picks up a double kill right now, going on to Fear 1v1. Can't win that fight, actually will retreat. We'll see if Fear continues to chase. Looks like so far he maybe won't. Bugs will miss, going to continue to chase. The damages are returned because of the Maelstrom. It is finished up. Now KZZ going to clean it up. 1437 is dominating because he actually gets that kill for some reason. I'm not really sure. Maybe there was a remnant back there that he walked back into. No comment. I'm guessing that's what that means. Looks like Mason though not going to be bothered by that chase. We'll just go ahead and continue to push. Alright, well, looks like the game's just about under wraps. Once again, I'm Helium from Fmbpdota. Make sure to, of course, if you're watching a game and still have not checked out the stream for some reason, that's twitch.tv/Fmbpdota. Thanks to the big shout out to the 120 that were here. Hopefully, we got some new blood in here as well, and you guys followed. If you like it, if you do like it, please make sure to follow. Going to be casting NEL every night for as long as I really can, and if I don't, I'll of course give you a heads up the night before. And also check out my Sevo casts. Should do one game tomorrow and then NEL starting around 11 p.m. or midnight Eastern. Will be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's all I got for you now. But it looks like the game's still underway. Universal, even with the AC, doesn't care about a Dagon 5, I'm only assuming. Yep, Dagon 5 up now on 1437. Back to a mega kill streak. Did die in the last fight, but of course had the Aegis. He's 15, 3, and 11 right now. 30,400 gold net worth on Mason right now as he picks up an Abyssal Blade. Does sell the Midas for that, and now he's going to be 6 slotted, so looking to pretty much win the game. Probably 1v5 at this point. As there's no MKBs yet, Weaver probably wants to work on it, but went for a Maelstrom? Mjolnir for some reason. It was a little interesting. KZC jumps onto this. The Orchid will be thrown out onto Fear. No, Trouf going to sacrifice his life for the Weaver. The plays were made, but I don't know if it's going to really matter as 1437 continues to chase. Here comes Demon, the Earth Split. That's what they want to follow up, but he's still dead in the mid lane right now. 30 seconds on the respawn. The wall vacuum, I guess, is enough, but it's really just the wall. No mana after hitting those cogs. Nicely placed there by KZZ right next to the Darkseer. Fear tries to chase. Will go down here. Does he have a buyback? No, he doesn't actually. Short on the gold, as 1437 just absolutely going to town right now. The Vortex to cancel the TP. He's unstoppable. Make it 30-17. The gold graph about 20k, and XP even more. And you witnessed it here. Twitch.tv/FmbpDota casting somewhat of an EG throw. Hey, that's a stream viewer, I believe. DETTEIU was here on the stream as well. Shout out to you. Don't worry, PQ Web, I don't get drops either, which is annoying. I wish I did. I actually could, because I watch my own stream, and I guess that's sort of a loophole, being a broadcaster. I've got one item thus far in a game that I was casting. As Mason goes godlike here, diving the fountain, sending out those items, as the game definitely over, but pretty much just killing people to keep handing out the items. And thanks for everyone who stopped by. This will be the last one of the night. Once again, if you're on the stream, make sure to follow. Definitely need the support. Helps me out a lot. Looking for that partnership, maybe streamcast full time, who knows. And of course, check out Sevo.com for some NA Dota tournaments. well, NA Dota, not the brand, but like actual North American tournaments to get involved in. Civo.com, a great one, and then also check out NADota.com and NeoDota.com. And yeah, follow on the interwebs, says Loco. Look, he's plugging for me now in chat. Twitter as well as YouTube.com/FMBPDota. Give me an incentive to actually tweet and do stuff. And of course, all the VODs go to YouTube. Thanks for watching, everyone, and good night.